Oh, jeez.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, I hope today is a boring video because all we got to do is haul dirt. I gave up on the idea of scraping that side hill for getting dirt for the building. So we're hauling a dugout mound from the back part of this quarter with the dump truck and the backhoe. So that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. I have got, what did I haul in? I've got 6 loads already hauled in. I did 3 last night and 3 the day before. According to Cordell's figure, 1. I'm gonna count my hat adjustments. 2. Cordell says we need 220 tons of dirt, and if I figure my truck is hauling 10 tons for easy figuring, it might be a little bit more. We're gonna need 834 loads. No, 20 loads, and I'm up to 6. So let's take a bucket out there and we'll kind of level off what we got. Sassy Pants is gonna come out there with us, and she's gonna take the backhoe and kind of break that dugout mound down while I'm hauling. So then when I get back, I can just scoop up loose dirt. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how that goes. So if you, hey, what's up, naughty girls? Huh? What's up? What's up, Millie? Hey, down. All the way down. Stick them up. You're free to go. So if you remember, Steve-O and me did the original transit work, and we're gonna start here. This will be the height of the building right where I'm standing, and it'll project this out all the way. There's a piece of tape on each one of those stakes. This is kind of the footprint of the building, but we're gonna go 10 or 12 feet over here, the same dirt level. So it's gonna be nothing up to here. This is the height of the building. That dirt there is obviously gonna get leveled, pushed over, and then brought over here. This will get raised up some, and then this will taper off nice, clear out to there. I'm gonna taper it about 20 feet. 6 loads, or no, shoot, I got 7. Boy, I'm ahead of myself already. Let's get in the old skidder and we'll level off what we got, kind of see how it stacks up here, huh? Well, we didn't get far, and my motion sensor waters, if you guys have paid attention, but this is a motion sensor up here, and then it's wired in, and the water's down at the bottom of this container. It's actually a culvert buried in the ground, but the pumps go out about once a year, and yesterday or today was the day. So I just use these really cheap pumps from Menards. Usually get them on sale for like less than 30 bucks. You guys are gonna have to hang out with me while I replace this pump. They get seized up and then they just quit pumping. This one's super simple. This just sits in here. We can lift it out of here. So we're gonna raise her up and I'll show you what the inners look like in here. So I used all these cam locks so everything comes apart, and this should just thread right onto that new pump. Don't worry about Teflon because it's hanging out in the water anyway. Plug her in. I got an actual cord, plug cord, hangs down here underneath how she's running. So the theory is that pump, this motion detector up here, that detects motion, and then as soon as we walk away, it'll go 30 seconds and then it'll shut the pump off. All this water goes back down. So in the winter time, that'll all just go back down 6 feet below the surface. And that's where my water service actually comes in, and there's a float that maintains that water level down there, down 6 feet below the surface. So it'll sit here and keep bringing water up, and cattle can drink, and then that water will keep coming into that reservoir down there. But then as soon as everybody walks away, this all just shuts off and just hangs out down there. All the cam lock stuff and the easy hookups in the wintertime, if you had to clean it or any problems, you don't want to have your gloves off very long and monkeying around. So that's why I've got them set up so you can, uh-oh, there's somebody.
Did you have to put a new one in?
Yeah. I'll be able to drive over this now. I made a sloped enough ramp. I need to get it backed up, pack it while I back up, and dump up here. Even though I don't need any more dirt up here, get the dirt piled up back here. That way I can shave and push it out and skim it off there. So that's gonna be the new theory, is we'll dump them farther back and drag them down the hill. And then once we break the level point, which is out in this area here, where I need it to be level to here, and then we'll just let the dirt start to do a nice gradual taper off of there. All right, let's go get a load, huh? Check the oil. Yep, that's good. What do they call them? Tandem drivers. We got tandem drivers. She fired right up. This puppy doesn't leak any air like the old hay trailer. This one held 92 pounds all night long. I'll have to give you the time-lapse drive out here, but we are half a mile from the house. It's across the pasture. I got a pretty nice path. I've hauled out of here before, but there's a dugout down here. The crossing project I did a few years ago, I dug this part of it out. I salvaged the tree. We're gonna clean up a little bit around here, and then we'll just keep eating this dirt pile. I wish it was closer, but it is what it is. I'll fire it up, and I'm gonna load a load, and then we're gonna teach Sassy Pants how to run this. My idea is if I get her back this thing up when I'm not here hauling this load, I'll have her back up, and I'll just have her cut some lines down through here, dig in, you know, move over, and then dig down. So when I go to dig with the bucket, I'll have loose and it should just crumble apart. We'll see what she's... Nice smile. That's not your natural smile. Ooh. Come on, baby.
She wants to roll.
We had the camera off and then she started. There's other girls out there that are like that too, that don't like the camera on. Here's one.
Backdrop for the digging here at the dugout.
Think she can handle it? Wish her luck. All right, let's go dump the load. That's the best way to figure out a machine, is just to be thrown into it and have a task. And an hour goes by, it'll be just like your extension of your hand. Maybe more than an hour, maybe 100 hours. Well, we're back. She's done a little digging. I'll have to give her a few tips now that she's got the controls figured out. Reach out all the way. Always have your thing all the way out before you start digging. So reach out all the way and then have your bucket open all the way up. Nice. Hoofta doofta, folks. I just dumped a load here and you missed it. Epic filming, Matt. All right, luckily we got 10 more to try. Get you a nice dumping shot. Stay tuned. Ooh, let's put some reinforcement in the ground, eh? This will lock the whole building together. We'll bury it right there. Don't come after me like the EPA because I'm burying rubber. That's just one little tire ring. No worries. Rookie move, boys! Dang it! Rookie move, rookie move. Dirt hauling's not that much fun. Well, for filming anyway, but I was talking to my neighbor the other day, we were talking about how expensive everything is and how tough it is, but he said, shoot, Frankie, he goes, shoot, this ain't nothing. He said when he was a kid, they were so poor, they'd get hungry, and he said his mama would just set the kids down and read recipes out of the cookbook. But his brother nearly starved because he was deaf. We're up to 12. What's 12 times 12? It's 144 tons we've roughly hauled in. Well, back after dinner here, gonna take a quick pause from hauling dirt. Sassy Pants has to go teach confirmation. We gotta unload this. Got another skid steer yesterday for my nephew. So I was tasked to find my nephew a few things. He's a professional rodeo steer wrestler, so he's on the road all summer long, and then he gets a little break late in the fall, and then there'll be Las Vegas where we'll go watch him out there. But anyways, I got him a skid steer yesterday, and I got an arena drag for him. I got to get a couple more things that he wants, but I got to get unloaded so Sassy Pants can take the pickup to town. And then don't you worry, we'll be back to the dirt man, the dirt hauling. She didn't want to start, all the fuel drained back. Well, first off, we're going to try to bend this door back. This thing got bent out, so we're going to try to bend this back with the other skid steer and a fork, because it catches right there. I see somebody has grabbed onto all these with a pliers or a vice grips and tried to tighten them up. And then I just come back here and pumped this, and it got filled up again. So we need to put a check valve in here, or find out where the check valve is that's letting it leak back, if there is such a thing. But anyway, let's try to straighten this door quick. just sliding the whole skid steer. You can see it's bulged out right here. It needs to get rammed back. It could have gotten, see, it got hit here, and it could have smashed it all in. So I'm not sure. I gotta rethink my inks here. I spaced it. We forgot to unhook that trailer. I came out here and got another load, but we gotta beat her back and get that trailer unhooked. Otherwise, Sassy Pants will be late. You need to teleport me to the freaking trailer, my guy. Well, that's done. Let's dump this load in the truck, and then I think we'll go over to Jim's, take the rake over there, see if he's around. If he's not, I'll take that 4250, put that leveler blade box scraper on it, bring it back over here. If he's there, he can run that, packing around here in between loads. Otherwise, I'll just have to do it in between. So let's dump this one and go do that. Got a lot of good yellow clay, so what I like to say is, that's some pretty good dirt, Henry. Had a nice email the other day from a fan. We got to change our phrase from, that's some pretty nice hay, Matt, to that's some pretty nice dirt, Henry. Let's go get this rake over there and find a scraper, maybe an operator. Old Jim, he's over here cleaning out. They moved in town, so he's cleaning out the garage and finding junk to bring up to the junkyard. But he's gonna come over and run this, I imagine, later. Trick of the day. So all your Roush mowers and some of the new Roush rakes, they all take a 2-inch ball. And we were always having troubles keeping the ball tight, even with a lock washer. So what I did is I welded, took a piece of angle iron, drilled a hole, set the ball through there, and then now you don't need a pipe wrench to hold the ball. To take this off, and it doesn't let the balls start to work back and forth with the mower, and that helps it from working loose. Pretty simple, easy trick. But we got another invasion. I better get a trap set here. Oh boy. We'll check back later, huh? So I need to move a few things. Move this bucket, move that power unit, and then I think I'll move these stakes back, or maybe take them completely out for right now. I'm gonna scoop a few rocks up with the skid steer and then knock that pile down, and then I'll be able to go back for some more dirt. He might come over tonight, he might not. We'll see. A little bit of manure right here, and I got to put over in that pile. That way when we start coming off of this slope and building this up, this stuff's not in our way. There you go. Time lapse the crap out of that, my guy. go and just get back to hauling. I know I need at least 7-8 more loads. We'll do that. I think we'll just bear down and haul 5-6, and then we'll do some more leveling. Got Jimbo out here on the old scraper, so he's keeping her nice and tight. It works good to have that scraper going, because then he can keep finely scattering it around and packing it layer by layer. I mean, we got a pretty big, thick glob underneath where I did them first dump. This clay is really nice fill, so I'm not real concerned about not getting enough pack. And it's not like there's going to be a foundation. Hoop building's going to be on poles. Not that you want a bad footing. It's not as critical if you were going to pour concrete on it or something, in my opinion. Back for another one. Frank was telling me they were so poor when they were kids that folks would take them to Kentucky Fried Chicken so the kids could lick other people's fingers. The little backhoe is pretty handy. Me and Jim bought that together like, oh shoot, almost 10 years ago now for I think $7,000 bucks. Yeah, we've done a ton of culvert work, thousands of feet of water line. I pulled nearly that whole dugout mound away. Rocks, hundreds upon hundreds of rocks. She's a pretty slick unit. Had to replace a couple cylinders and tires over the years, but nothing major. Wouldn't want anything nicer or bigger because they just get to be more expensive, and for the farm projects you can't justify having the $30,000 one. Well folks, that's the last load. I'm gonna go take a look at it. Jim, he's got a pretty nice job, got her all leveled off, but we'll go walk up there and take a look at her and I'll send you off. We got to do a little grade stakes tomorrow. Jim, he was driving lost with no grade stakes. Well, as you can see, we got her built up pretty good. 221 tons I hauled in here so far. But I think I'm still short with the slopes and whatnot going down. It's sloping a lot farther down than we first originally calculated, but that's gonna be better anyway. That means just get a nice drop. So Jim, he was in his glory getting back in there doing some dirt work. He worked road construction for 14 years back in the 70s and 80s, so it's in his blood. But we'll run some grade stakes tomorrow, get an idea where we're at, but she's coming together. All right folks, I'm gonna let you go. If you laughed at any of those jokes, you gotta hit the like button, otherwise I'm not gonna tell any more jokes. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.